Solar energy in California is revolutionizing sustainable green power. With 11,000 megawatts of installed solar capacity, it has the potential to power approximately 3.3 million households. This amount of energy is almost enough to meet the electricity demands of every home in Los Angeles County.
The specific benefit for each home is it makes energy usage more efficient, and it also lowers the power bill.
It is a carbon-free source of energy when the panels are in their use phase. Solar for the past several years has been the cheapest form of energy, forgetting renewable or dirty, just the cheapest overall, down to a few cents per kilowatt hour. So that means that in one view of the future, we build more and more solar on the rooftops of homes, businesses, large solar arrays in the deserts, and we power our whole economy, or nearly our whole economy, with solar and other renewables.
But what happens to these solar panels once they reach the end of their lifespan?
That's the $64,000 question in this business.
By 2030, the United States is expected to have the most solar power in North America, with 240 gigawatts of solar energy capacity. However, this growth could create significant amounts of solar waste, ranging from 170,000 to 1 million metric tons as older solar panels installed in the 1990s reach the end of their operational life.
We are expecting to see kind of two waves of panel waste coming. So the first wave should be about 2030. And then there's a huge wave that's expected to hit about 2050. And so I do know with that wave in 2050, the global estimate of PV waste is 78 million tons of panel waste.
I believe that we're going to be at a point very soon when the high value materials mean that we're going to be on the path to recycling 70, 80, 90, or 100% of solar panel materials.
Founded in 2019, We Recycle Solar specializes in dismantling solar panels and sorting their components, such as glass, aluminum, and silicon.
Recycling fundamentally differs from other methods of disposal in that we are trying to keep the materials within the economy or within the supply chain, so to say. We have a few manufacturers partnerships where we take their waste that they generate in the manufacturing process and we take them apart for them.
Once the components of solar panels have been sorted, they are transported to labs across the country. These labs focus primarily on processing and transforming the materials, but also on the safe disposal of hazardous substances like lead.
For a panel of this size, which is about 19 kilograms, there's only about 4 to 12 grams of lead per panel. So it's less than 1 weight percent. The problem is with how many panels are going to be reaching their end of life and could potentially end up in the landfill. That's where we start seeing like hundreds of tons of lead that could end up in our landfill and in our water supply.
Through her research, Click discovered the detrimental effects that lead could have, especially on small children.
When lead goes into your body and your body absorbs it, it really likes it instead of calcium for your bones. So if you think of little children, their bones are rapidly growing. So if they're exposed to lead, their body's going to grab onto it and deposit it in their bones instead of calcium. And so as they get older, the lead's going to leach out into their blood and it's going to cause lead poisoning. So this is where the lead kind of goes like all around the body because it's in the blood now. And it can cause a lot of neurological issues. I believe it can cause seizures and what we call heavy metal poisoning.
For Click, the urgency lies in taking immediate action towards solar panel recycling.
Lead is a metal, it doesn't decompose in the environment. So if it gets into the water, if it gets into the soil, it's going to stay there until we remove it.
While significant strides are being made in limiting toxic exposure in recycling solar panels, experts continue to emphasize the importance and economic benefits of transitioning to solar energy.
The clean energy jobs benefit is very real, and solar is very much in the lead in that process. California, to kind of put it in perspective, A few years ago in 2019, more people became employed in the state's solar industry than in the three large investor-owned utilities combined. So about 88,000 people employed in solar and 75 to 80,000 people employed in the traditional kind of energy sectors.